What's up, my beautiful entrepreneurs, and welcome back to part 2 of our sugar scrub formulas. Now with this recipe, this is going to be a really exciting way to show your customers and get your customers really into your product so that they can really get excited over it on social media. This is a foaming scoopable sugar scrub. I know that looks good, doesn't it? Let's get right into the video so you can create this yourself. Okay, so first we're going to get all into the formula, and I'm going to show everything in percentages so that you know how much of everything you're going to be adding in for the formula, and it'll all be in the description box below. Now, so for the first ingredient, it's going to be sodium cocoyl isethionate, which is also known as SCI, which is easier to look up and find. Sorry if I butchered the name of that, but that is going to be at 18% in this formula. Then we're going to have distilled water at 10%. Then you're going to have Cocamidopropyl Betaine, and that is going to be at 9%. Then we're going to have glycerine, and that's going to be at 3%. We have our fractionated coconut oil at 7%, emulsifying wax, which is another emulsifier, at 5%. Then we are going to have stearic acid in here as well at 3%. Then we have our preservative at 1%, vitamin E oil at 1% as well. And then for fragrance, that's also going to be at 4%. Then we have our sugar at 30%, and then I'm also going to be adding another exfoliant of poppy seeds in this formula, and that's going to be at 5%. So to begin with, you're going to start with all of your wet ingredients, and so you're going to be adding in the water. You're going to use SCI, the butane, and then you're also going to add in your glycerin, all in this stage. Now when it comes to the SCI, this is a powder consistency, so you want to make sure that you're adding it in with all of your water ingredients, and be really careful because it's a powder, but it can get everywhere. And make sure that you're wearing a mask during this stage as well, because if it gets into your lungs, you're gonna have a terrible cough. Wow. It's just that with the SCI getting everywhere and it really being up in the air and it getting into your lungs, like, you just really don't want that. So you want to make sure that you're wearing, and you will feel it if you do not have your mask on. I know I started and I forgot to put my mask and I started coughing like crazy. So you want to make sure that you have a mask on during this stage. And then from there, you're going to add in all of your oils and butters. You're going to add in your Shae Butter, or whatever butter that you decide to use in that stage. And then you have your coconut oil, your emulsifying wax, and your stearic acid, and you're going to allow both of those to melt at the on a double boiler together, and you want them to be at the same temp. And you want to make sure that all of your oils and butters and your emulsifying wax melt all together. Then from there, you're going to add those two together. It's going to create almost like a lotion like consistency that you'll start to see form when you do that. And from there, everything is going to cool down, and then you can add in your preservative, you can add in your vitamin E, you can add in your fragrance, and you're going to allow all of that to mix up together. Now at this point, you're going to be adding in your sugar. Now sugar is a great exfoliant, and so I love using sugar in the sugar scrub, but it dissolves really quickly. So what I thought would be a really good add-in would be poppy seeds. Now they're really small, they're not going to dissolve in your skin as you're starting to exfoliate with it. It kind of keeps that exfoliating factor lasting longer through the process of you using it, versus the sugar that it's going to exfoliate, but it's going to dissolve, but you still have the poppy seeds over that's going to continue to have a soft exfoliating factor to it. So I really love adding the poppy seeds, adding it in another exfoliator that's not too strong in the formula, but it just adds in a little bit more of a kick when it comes to the exfoliating factor in this formula. Now the Cocamidopropyl Betaine and the SCI are really what's gonna give you that foaming quality that you're getting out of this sugar scrub. Now with the SCI, it's also known as baby foam, so it's a really like soft cleanser and exfoliator, and so it's gonna be really soft and give your skin that nice supple feel, but also having that nice foaming effect that we want out of this formula. And the Cocamidopropyl Betaine is also, when you receive the bottle, you'll see that it's already starting to have a little bit of foam at the top of it. That's what I realized when I first bought it. And so it really helps to add more of a cleansing effect to your foaming sugar scrub, and it also adds more of that foaming effect to it as well. So these are two ingredients that you really need in order to have that foaming effect in this product. Now it's really great because you can really advertise your foaming sugar scrub as being a cleanser and moisturizer. It goes very well with your body butter or body oil straight out of the shower. So it's really great as far as advertising if you want to have a cleansing product, but you don't want to have, say, a body wash per se. It's a really good alternative to that. It's super moisturizing, but it's not as moisturizing as in part 1 with the body butter based formula or the emulsifying sugar scrub. So I really think it's great to have that because, as you can see, it doesn't have much of a greasy feel or look to it on your skin as the emulsified sugar scrub or the body butter based formula did have. So it's not as oily, which I think is really great, especially when you are trying to advertise for the summer months, so people don't want all of those oily products. So it's just a really good cleansing body scrub, and it's really universal and anybody can really use it because it's not too harsh, and it's a very great product for sensitive skin as well. Okay, so once you have everything mixed together and you have your sugar and your poppy seeds added into the bowl, you can see that everything's mixing really well together. I think the poppy seeds kind of give it a nice different look as well, and it does have the scoopable effect like I was saying. So you can see that it was able to actually scoop, and you can kind of get that nice almost ice cream look when you're adding it to your container. And I think this just is a really cute way to advertise your sugar scrubs as well, so people can see a different way to do ASMR, for example, or really just to advertise your products in general. It's a really cute look as well. I liked when I see people do it with dual colors, so you can really get creative with it and have really great advertising videos and clips when it comes to your sugar scrub. So I think this is a really good way to add in a new product for your line. This formula can really help you be a little bit more creative when it comes to your social media and how you advertise your products, and for your website as well. Now, if you have not seen part 1, what are you doing? Click on this video here where I show you how you can create 2 different other sugar scrub recipes. There's a emulsifying sugar scrub and also a body base formula. So go ahead and check that out, and I'll catch you in the next one.